Yeah, let's get to the crux of the problem here for the Rockies, Patrick. We only really know three guys who are in the starting rotation right now. Matzik, Kendrick, and Lyles. Other than that, the whole thing's a crapshoot. So, and Gray had a rough outing over the weekend, and somebody else had a rough outing. Bergman had a rough outing over the weekend. He's a candidate for a slot. What are they doing? What's going on?
Seriously, I think the reason they've waited this long to make any sort of announcements about opening day starter, or if they're going to go with 4 or 5 to start the season with De La Rosa out injured, is they're waiting for somebody to grab it and take the most of the opportunity. Nobody seems willing to do it. Eddie Butler is pitching here in Mesa today against the A's. I do think Butler is going to be in the rotation. I do think that Tyler Matzik is going to be the starter for the home opener. But guys, it's troubling because when spring training started, when they still had hopes that Chacin would make a comeback and De La Rosa would be healthy, the depth looked pretty good. And suddenly, it doesn't look good right now. And suddenly, they're scrambling to fill less, as you just said, the final 2 spots in the rotation. It's very troubling. Yeah. I think the bullpen has been better, but if this continues, the bullpen won't hold up. So I'm really getting a little discouraged down here.
Okay, give us an update. We know Chacin is gone. Has anybody called? I mean, you're not his agent, but I haven't seen anybody sign him, invited him to a minor league camp or anything. Are you a bit surprised by that?
I have been. I've been checking almost every day. The only thing I've heard, guys, is mostly rumbles from fans saying, "Oh, why don't we get Chacin?" And I've had some writers call me and say, "Why not? Why not Chacin here? Why not Chacin there?" And I think a lot of people, because the Rockies are so under the radar, are unaware of his shoulder problems from a year ago. The fact that nobody has scooped him up and even tried to sign him to a minor league deal tells you there's a lot of people out there very nervous about the state of his shoulder, which is, of course, exactly why the Rockies let him go.
Well, yeah, but Patrick, there are scouts from other major league teams who watched him at the beginning of spring training and must realize that, number one, the history with the shoulder, and number two, his velocity is way down. I wouldn't pick him up. I'd be in tune with what's going on.
But you could sign him to a two-way deal, minor league. You don't have to sign him to that big contract.
Sure. When you go to buy a car, what do you really want? You probably want a lot of cars to choose from. And you want the dealership's best price. Not some starting price or target price, the best price. And you want it immediately, not after hours of negotiating. And you want a salesperson who doesn't get paid more if you spend more. Because, well, you don't want to spend more. Well, you're in luck. John Elway wants all of those things too. Better yet, John Elway wants you to have all of those things too. Come see us or click on elwaydealers.com.